Josie and Josie's Fun Kitchen, ready to have some fun making homemade pesto. What we're gonna have is, I picked these pesto leaves early from my garden. I'll show you a picture of those. We have a half a cup of pine nuts, and I toasted them already very lightly in my pan. We have a half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, and my sister Ksenia gave me some crushed red pepper. I like to put a little red pepper in it. And we have, I'm using 4 cloves of garlic. And Parmesan or Reggiano cheese. I use one of these graters and I grate the cheese. And then a little trick, Josie's trick, is I always save the rind and I freeze it so that when you're making that sauce, the meat sauce, marinara sauce, I always throw it in for some extra flavor. Some salt, some pepper. So let's get started. What we're gonna do first is I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way. Let's do this. But you have about a good, let's say a half a cup, and if we need some more cheese, we're gonna add some more cheese. But there's a few tricks I'm gonna teach you. Let me look at this here. And I've seen people make this many different ways. But the first thing I'm gonna do is you push the cheese off. That's gonna be at the very end, because you don't want the cheese to get hot when it's spinning around. All right, you need to clean your basil and then dry it. I used a spinner and I put it on this sheet and I patted it dry. And we're gonna have about 2 cups of basil. Let my hair back. I hate when it's my face. All right. Here we go. Now, oh, and I forgot to tell you, I have water boiling over here because we're gonna make a little bit of spaghetti. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's plated up. So, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna throw in, yes, you can throw it, 4 cloves. Some people use 2. I use 4 cloves of garlic. Put that away. This is not too hot. I'm gonna put my pine nuts into the food processor. A little bit of the oil. And I'm gonna mix about half of the oil. A little bit of pepper. And as always, I use kosher salt when I'm cooking. Oh, and then a little, just about this much crushed pepper. And pulse that. So it's kind of smooth. So you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. Here's a shot. Put it back on. And now we're going to start with the basil. Love basil. This is so easy in my opinion. And it's fun to make. The most time that you're going to spend is picking it off of the plant. And this year I've had some nice time. Okay, so here we go. Start pulsing. See that? Now, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have some of it that's gonna get up. And what I do is you just push this down. Here we go. Add some more basil. I just dropped one on the floor, but we're gonna ignore that. Oh, there's one in the oven. All right. And we're gonna add the rest of that basil. Probably, I would say, maybe 3 cups. Let's mix all this together. I'm gonna add a little bit more olive oil. And then you're gonna kind of get a feel for it. I do the cheese last because you don't want the cheese to melt. Yup. Does that not look delicious? Open it up. Push it down. Looks really, really good. Now is when I'm going to put the cheese in. let's see, this is a 1/4 cup. So, to show you, and this is Parmigiano Reggiano. You don't want to put too much salt into here because this has salt in it. Not in it, but it gives you that salty flavor. So it's about a 1/2 cup of cheese. And then of course I have some more cheese on top. And let's finish off the rest of the olive oil. A little bit more, just a little salt. We're gonna taste it. I like black pepper in mine. Pulse. Let's see how it looks. Oh yes, nice and green. Get all the cheese. I'm gonna pulse it one more time, just for fun. There we go. Done. You just made homemade pesto. Look at this. See it? Nice and green. Now, I'm gonna take this out. We're just actually, yeah, I'm gonna put it. I'm not gonna put it back on there. Okay, so I put the pasta in, and of course Josie does not break the pasta. Just kind of let it twirl around. Now you're going to make sure that you have added kosher salt, plenty of it, about a palmful. While the spaghetti is boiling, I'm gonna put some of this pesto. I have one of these wide, I love this, I bought this on Amazon. These wide mouth funnel. So I'm going to, see, it's easier to put in a jar. Okay, I just did a taste test. Oh, that's really good. Okay, I'm gonna save this to show you how I'm gonna make the pasta. And there's a pan. Just a small pan, so I'm just gonna make one serving. Because I'm gonna preheat the pan. I like to preheat pans. Pasta's just about done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to switch. I'm gonna move that pan to the back. Actually, I don't want to start a fire because I've done that before. Put that back on there. That's what I love about gas stoves. You can just stop it and start it. This, I'm going to turn on about medium high. I'm going to heat this up just a little bit. And then I'm going to take the pasta right out of the pot and put it into the pan. I do not like to leave anything in here. And let's see how this pasta's doing. I think it's gonna need another couple minutes. Whew, hot. Of course it's hot. Boiling. Turn this on very, very low, extra low. Because when I put it in here, it's gonna finish cooking, in my opinion. I like to do that. And then I'm gonna have the pasta water in the pot. I'm gonna take the spaghetti right out of the pot and put it into this pan. And then we'll plate it up. Nice way to plate it up. Clean this up. When you finish putting this, the pesto into the jar, see how easy that was? Nice and clean. Put that in my plate. All that made this jar. Take some extra virgin olive oil and pour it on top. And there you go. Now cover it up and it can go in the refrigerator. Mine lasts for a long time. Of course, I eat it very quickly because that's good. Okay, what we're gonna do usually tell when pasta's finished just by the way it feels and the way the water looks. It's more cloudy, and the pasta is just very loose and juicy. Okay, the pesto is warm. I have it melted. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, pasta is ready to be put into. Keep leaving this in there and it gets really, really hot. Ow. Wow. There we go. Okay. Take the pasta out with just like this. Turn it off. Put it in here. And I'm going to drain the rest of it. I think that's good. And we're going to mix, actually let me see this. Mix this together in here. Oh, yes. Wait. And I always like to have red wine with this because it's just very flavorful. Here we go. This is good. Now here's how you plate it up so it looks like you're in a restaurant. Of course, that's what you want to do. Oops. And Josie's my kitchen. There we go. Plate up time. And then taste test time. Pick it up, put it down the middle, and just twirl so it fills. See how I did that? Of course, there's a little bit more. Now, this is how we're gonna take this up. A little bit of the basil, some more cheese. Oh, it looks so pretty. And then top it off with some extra virgin olive oil. And where's my, a little bit of black pepper on here. And then it gets around the plate too. I think that looks pretty. As we would say in Slovenia, evo ga. Here we go. Okay, taste test. Let's turn it. I always eat pasta with a spoon. Up. Teaching my great nephew how to eat. It is so fresh. Literally, I had to pick basil this morning. I can taste the garlic. It's not too spicy, and it's just so flavorful. The olive oil and everything. Alrighty, there we go. My next video will be coming out shortly, but for now, please subscribe, share with your friends, turn the notifications on, and please leave me a comment. I really want you to try this. This is awesome. You can get basil in the grocery store and use that if you'd like. Right now, it's the perfect time for basil. But anyway, enjoy. This is really good. If you have any questions, feel free to email me as well at josie@josiesfunkitchen.com. Have a great day. Ciao.